Does everybody remember how Emily's neighbor, Chili Dog Tim, got the name Chili Dog Tim? So this was a while ago. This was years ago. There was a story about how Emily's man, Robert, he walked over to their neighbor's house while Emily was cooking like this big fancy dinner and decided to help himself to some chili dogs from Tim. So Tim offered him a chili dog and Robert went right for it. From that point on, Emily got really pissed, by the way, because she was making dinner.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be ready in like 30 minutes.
Guy crushed some chili dogs.
Can you blame him, though?
No, you get offered a chili dog from the master.
That's like getting offered chicken from Charlie.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
If I'm getting offered fried chicken from Chicken Charlie, I'm taking
it's
it.
a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fish taco from Ralph.
Oh, seriously?
Ralph Rubio, duh, I'm going to take it.
You got it.
You know, so, I mean, give me a break.
Yeah.
So, Gates eats the chili dog. Emily got pissed at him.
Yeah.
From that point on, he has always been Chili Dog Tim.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Forever.
what he's known for.
Forever.
All he does is make chili.
Well, and now and then he's really taken the nickname to heart.
it's
That's all he does
wild.
is make chili dogs.
Changed his whole life around.
Well, now we have a new name for somebody, you guys.
Oh, man.
We have Frozen Pizza Boo.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 Podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
Oh, this guy's hot. She's pissed.
Look at her.
Yeah, like I always thought the Chili Dog Tim story was fun. I always laughed along.
Emily didn't think it's funny.
Lots of ha-has, huh, Sky?
Yeah, I was just like, oh, this is a silly
and
little
honestly,
story.
at the time, it's like, wow, she was making dinner. But now, knowing her, I don't blame him.
Hey, she can hear you, bro.
Really?
Oh, look at that look she's giving you.
Had her meat.
Oh, don't do
Had her
this. Don't do this.
mashed
Don't do this.
potatoes.
Really? That's what we're doing?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Is this happening?
So if you got offered chili dog.
I'd be double fisted chili dogs.
Oh, my God.
If I get offered chili dogs from Chili Dog Tim,
Yeah.
It's a
how the
gift.
what?
It's
a gift.
A gift?
I mean, man's
chili
name is
dogs from
Tim.
Chili Dog Tim or meatloaf, turkey meatloaf from Emily.
She's not Meatloaf Emily.
No,
You know, so,
no one calls her meatloaf Emily.
Sorry. You're not. That's not your name.
But I've been complimented on my meatloaf before with people.
Well, I've never had it, so I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
That is such a lie.
Multiple people? By the way, multiple people complimented your meat?
people have complimented you on
I've
your
made it.
meatloaf.
Reed and Robert.
No, well then multiple, then more than two.
Oh,
Because
that didn't work.
I had my dad over for dinner before, and my dad said it was great.
Oh,
Robert and Reed both really enjoy it.
Okay, that's three
And I think
family
it tastes
members. And you
Your
yourself.
wife told me she liked it. She was lying?
Yes.
No, she liked it.
Anyway.
Oh, no.
She did.
Oh, this is brutal.
She did.
I agree.
Okay.
What's not traditional
okay,
meatloaf?
Emily, please. It's okay. It's just Thor.
He's a jerk. We know it.
It's so
We know
easy.
it.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Don't let him do this.
Don't let him pull your
I
pigtails.
thought the potatoes were a little.
Hey, dude. Come on.
So, Sky, we've been talking about it. That Sky has been trying to cook more, and they've been doing HelloFresh, and it's been great for you. You guys are cooking all the time now.
Look at this.
It's been wonderful.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like cooking all the time, eating at home, and like eating things we would like never eat or make before, which is so it's just been so awesome for our family. I can't even imagine how much money we're saving over takeout.
Well, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And number two, are you starting to advance your palate a little bit? Are you eating more like things that you
Wow.
normally wouldn't?
No,
Yes.
no, there's no way.
Yeah, the other night I made some sort of like because a lot of the stuff is vegetarian.
Why?
I don't know. I think a mix of two things. My daughter doesn't really like to eat meat. She mainly eats vegetarian. And since my cooking skills are so bad, I'm scared of cooking with meat. So I'm like, well, this will be good for her. She'll enjoy it. And it'll be a good warm up for me cooking.
There's another person involved. I know there's three people.
It's a good point, Eddie.
Right.
Does the boo have zero say in this?
No, he'll tell you he would prefer to eat vegetarian. Now, if you put a burger in front of him, he'll crush it all day,
Yeah.
every
I
day.
mean, I've seen the guy eat meat like most
yeah.
of the time.
Yeah.
Sky lies in the world. If you prefer to be vegetarian, then you have people think that you're actually a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Well-
Remember when she was like 25%?
25% vegetarian.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, for a while we were 75%, and then eventually we were only 25%.
And now you're zero.
But like I said, if you ask him, the words out of his mouth will say, oh,
okay.
yeah, I love to eat vegetarian food. But that doesn't mean he's not going to crush a burger, a steak. The other night he got pork chops. Like, yeah.
Not a great vegan.
Wow, no, horrible one.
So, yes, because they were doing this and, they're having all kinds of different new foods, that's what was on the menu last night, right?
Yeah, and this one I specifically saved because I knew my daughter wasn't going to be home for dinner. I knew she wasn't going to like it. It was risotto, and she doesn't like things like...
She loved rice.
Yeah,
like you.
she's a rice girl.
She loves rice, but she hates butter. And
Thor. Your arch enemy. We found her.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, someday they're going to fight in an intense battle. Like when Loveling gets older and comes into her powers.
So when I see this little turd at Disneyland this weekend,
you're just gonna shoot butter at her face.
I'm gonna ask for more butter for the bread, and just shove her face in it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So she doesn't like butter, and honestly,
she can repel it though. She repels.
She does. It's her power.
Who is Superman's arch enemy?
Depends. Lex Luthor.
Green
you got Bizarro.
in the movies.
Green
Superman.
Goblin.
Oh, sorry. I thought
Superman,
he said
asshole.
Spider-Man. Sorry, I thought he said Spider-Man.
No, but who was the guy with the powers? There was a guy
I
with
don't know who you're referring to.
It was in the movie. They fought.
Zod?
Zod.
Oh.
That is so random. Zod.
I don't know why I went there.
So Sky's daughter is Zod?
So
You're gonna
Sky's
trap her
daughter is Zod.
Trap her in a butter cube. That was a great Superman
That's a great
joke.
reference.
Thank you. Thank you.
You made
Thank
up for
you.
your Green Goblin comment.
Yeah, you did. How does she not like butter?
Who
Yeah.
the fuck doesn't like butter?
Look how offended Thor is.
Yeah.
I mean, does she not like butter?
He can't wrap his
pissed.
head around it.
Does she not like air?
I mean, really, you're not offended by this?
Bottom man.
You're not offended by this?
I know her daughter. Her
Yeah.
daughter doesn't like anything.
No, she doesn't.
Like nothing. She eats pasta plain.
Yeah, you're right. That's
No
fucking
butter,
crazy.
no sauce, no nothing.
No, plain.
Who the fuck does that?
No.
Like,
Nobody?
Yeah.
Crazy. I
Yeah.
tried to get in there. Sorry, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're getting a little angry.
So
She's gonna be eating butter this weekend.
Oh yeah.
good luck, bro. Good luck. So yeah, so when we first got the HelloFresh, I would put a little butter in the recipe, just a tiny
How
bit.
the fuck would she know?
And she would taste it. She'd be
Oh,
like,
get outta
I
here.
swear to God, she'd be
Sky,
like, is
she's
there...
like you then.
She'd be like, is there butter in here? And I'd be like, no. I'd lie straight to her face. I'm like, no, there's not. That's weird. You must be tasting the dill.
So when she eats toast, dry,
Yeah,
That's weird. What about jelly?
not really.
then why
Peanut
even
butter.
eat?
No. Bread. Just plain old bread.
Dude.
Bagel, plain. English muffin, plain.
So does she go get popcorn when she goes to the movies?
Plain.
What a weird kid.
This is sad. Like, it's sad.
Sorry, that was too far. I'm sorry.
Okay. So anyway, that's not even what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
So out of all the HelloFresh, we had this risotto dish. I knew it had a lot of butter in it. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to save this for the night she's away, and I'll make this for me and the boo, right?
She would have probably loved it. That's what sucks.
Oh, it's very, very buttery.
Okay.
Yeah. Even a little bit too buttery for me. Not gonna lie.
Sky.
Regular butter and a packet of garlic butter. It was
Delicious.
a lot. It was
so
very...
Do you want to know, not to get too sidetracked, but I've been doing this meal. This guy mentioned garlic butter. I'm doing this meal plan, right? And the meal plan, I'm an idiot. And all you have to do is reheat the food. Well, they had a little packet of something. And I thought it was like a glaze for the chicken because it was chicken, it was vegetables. So I thought it was like a glaze for the chicken. And I'm like, all right. So I heat up the chicken, heat up the vegetables, and then take the glaze and spread it on the chicken, and I start eating it, and I realize it's garlic butter for the vegetables.
On accident,
Yeah,
you guys.
on accident.
He
He
did
did it on accident.
I did.
He glazed his chicken with butter.
Yeah, well,
I
and
did.
by glazing the chicken, you mean glazing your tongue? Pardon me. I love butter.
That's not what happened.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
We know
I
it
felt
is.
very stupid that I didn't know what garlic butter was.
Oh.
Hold the garlic.
Yeah. There it is. So I decide I'm going to make this risotto, and last night was the night I was going to do it. And so I'm like, okay, I got to take my daughter to this thing, the reason she wasn't going to be home for dinner. But since I don't know how to cook, I'm like, okay, before I go, I'm going to prep everything. I'm going to cut up all the veggies, wash everything, get everything ready to go. So when I come back after drop off, I just have to cook the stuff. We'll be good to go. So I'm prepping, and then the hubby, who's watching the draft, goes, oh, what are we making tonight? And I tell him, Yeah.
Does he use the word we?
Yeah. Yes, the word we, even though he's sitting there watching the draft.
Yeah.
I go, making risotto because, it's buttery, Loveland, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, oh. And I see him kind of look like not happy. And he's like, are you sure that's going to be enough food? And I'm like, well, yeah, it's just the two
Actually,
of
a really
us.
heavy dish.
Yeah, yeah, it's heavy. It's got tons of veggies in it, all this stuff. And so I'm like, yeah, it's going to be plenty. And he goes, okay. And I can tell he's like not thrilled, but I don't know why. And so
Not a risotto fan?
yeah, I don't know. I've never cooked it before.
I love a good risotto.
We've never had it before. Yeah.
You never ordered at a restaurant or anything?
No, I don't know.
Wow, yes, so good.
I see it on the menu. That's kind of a go-to for me.
Yeah,
I
same.
Really?
Love it.
They have it on the menu at a place we go to regularly, but it's a seafood risotto, so I'm not.
Oh, you ain't doing it.
No, I'm not doing that shit, bro.
Bitch.
Step off, bitch.
Yeah, get your seafood out of here.
Yeah. So I drive my daughter to her thing, and on the way back, it starts to dawn on me. I go, does this guy not want risotto because he's watching the draft? Like, he had kind of mentioned nachos earlier.
Oh, we're talking like more sports food.
Yes.
type
Totally get
bar
it.
food.
And that's his football watching food is nachos.
I totally get it. Last night I had a meal because I got this meal prep company I'm doing, trying to lose the weight. But and I ate the meal, but when you're watching the draft, I was like, fuck, I'd love some nachos. I'd love some
garlic
sliders.
butter.
Like
Not
last year,
garlic butter. Eddie.
do you do that though? So like last year when if you weren't doing a healthy meal.
We had pizza and like Haley made wings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're watching fucking football. You're a man.
Wait, what?
You're not eating risotto with mushrooms and peppers.
Yeah. I don't have these thoughts.
Not
no.
for that.
No, I don't care. I mean, if it's good food, that's all I care about. Like last night, I was at my baseball game, got home, and so the wife was in charge of cooking, and we had like a breaded chicken, green beans, and mashed potatoes.
Oh.
That's fine. I
Okay.
was starving, and so I'm sitting there watching the draft, crushing food. Like, it didn't affect me at all.
It didn't matter to you. Yeah.
What a wussy. That's not man's food.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're not a man.
I know.
Yeah. So on the drive back, I'm having this thought, he probably thinks risotto's not football food, and that's why he was bringing up nachos.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? He's going to eat it. He's
But
going to
you've
like.
never had Sky's risotto.
Well, and honestly, with every Hello Fresh meal, he like ends up loving it and raving at the end, because they give you all the right seasonings and spices
Well, and if
stuff.
you went 10 years with eating takeout,
Yeah.
a home cooked meal actually tastes heavenly.
Yeah.
Seriously,
so-
seriously, you're so right. And so I'm telling myself, I'm like, you know what? Once he starts to eat it, he's gonna be like, oh my god, this is the best, and forget about his nachos or his football food or whatever. So I come back and I'm now cooking the risotto, and I am realizing how fucking long it takes to cook risotto and how much attention you have to put into it.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like
I've done
after all the prep and everything, it's literally just a half hour straight of adding a dash of broth and stirring.
Yeah.
Adding a dash and stirring.
You got to babysit it.
Dude, for like a half hour
do
straight, right?
Okay, what are you talking about?
So I'm in the middle of stirring, right? And all of a sudden I hear a click, and the click is our oven. And I'm like, did I turn? I'm confused. Am I that much of a stoner? I don't remember turning on the oven. We're not using the oven. And then I look at him, still on the couch watching the draft. Hey, babe, did you turn on the oven? He goes, oh, yeah. Well, I decided that I didn't know if the risotto was going to be enough, so I threw a couple pieces of frozen pizza in the oven.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you.
And all of a sudden, I got
Clearly, he doesn't want this risotto.
I got the Emily Chili Dog Tim rage building inside of
Oh,
me.
no. Frozen pizza boo?
Dude, I'm making one of the hardest dishes I've ever made. I don't cook.
Should have made it on another day.
I'm giving it everything I got.
Should have made it on another day.
And this asshole throws 2 pieces of pizza in the oven.
Without running, like, not saying, hey, do you mind?
Nope.
That's where you went wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I would have
you-
said, yeah, I do mind.
Do you mind?
I don't know. It's just rude. Like,
What happens if he just
fucking
wanted pizza?
Because
Why can't he have what he wants?
He should have said that before she started cooking the meal.
Yeah, that was stupid.
You gotta
for
say
sure.
that.
He should have said But I feel like Emily was going the route of, no, this is what I'm making. This is what we're having. And it's just like,
Yeah.
well, if I don't want that,
yeah,
if I
you're
don't,
right.
if I don't want that, I'm not eating it. So,
Yeah.
but he should have said
Well, then you're going to fucking make your own food then.
exactly,
You
which
know?
is what he's doing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
kind of.
And so,
what are we gonna do with all this risotto now?
yeah.
So much
Put
fucking
it on the
risotto.
pizza.
So
oh God,
I still got like
this is a lot of carbs, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That
So
is
I-
a lot of carbs.
I still got 20 minutes of risotto making left, right? I'm like still fucking
God.
stirring and pouring and stirring
Yeah,
and
yeah, I know
pouring.
how it works.
And then all of a sudden he comes over and he goes, "Oh, do you mind move it to the side a sec?" And I'm like, "Okay." So now I'm on the side of the stove stirring and pouring and
Well, man's trying to eat while he's watching the draft.
and he opens the oven, pulls the pizza tray out, grabs a slice and just starts eating it in front of me and goes, "So when's the risotto going to be ready?" I mean, he's literally crushing an entire pizza, I feel, at this point, right in my face as I'm cooking
How
this
many
meal.
slices was it?
2 like big like takeout slices of pizza, like combo. So like all the toppings
Where
on
did
it.
it come from?
I don't know. It was in our freezer from when we probably got pizza a couple weeks
You
ago.
freeze your
Ew.
pizza?
Oh, it's like when you order a box of pizza.
Yeah,
Like,
I,
yes.
I thought you were
I
talking
thought you,
about
yeah, like a Costco
Barron's
pizza.
or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep. French bread pizza, like
Yeah.
one of those kinds
No,
of things.
Yeah.
like
Wait, you
2
get pizza
Yeah.
and you freeze it?
If there's
Ew.
leftovers.
You're your mom.
Oh, I am not.
Dude,
Yes,
that's
you are.
Because
yes, you
I
are.
have a couple month limit on how long the freeze.
It don't matter.
Oh,
dude.
My mom-
Sky.
Who freezes pizza?
My mom will serve you pizza from 5 years ago.
Well,
That's fucking disgusting.
gross,
Yeah.
dude.
I've never heard of this
No.
before.
What do you guys do with your pizza?
Well,
Throw it away when I'm done with
I'll
it.
eat it
Throw it
like the
away?
next day or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna toss it.
I just keep it in the fridge and I'll put it into Robert and Reed's lunches for
Yeah.
school and
Yeah.
it's cold pizza for lunch, whatever.
Ew.
But
Snack.
I don't
like
freeze.
it.
I've never frozen pizza
No,
before.
I've always, my whole life.
Well,
we have.
well, you know what?
Say ew.
I'm not eating frozen cold pizza for lunch. It's
Okay,
disgusting.
that's where you're going.
Well, I'd heat it.
Ewing me. Well,
A lot of people like cold pizza. You know
Yeah,
that,
and
right?
they're idiots.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's extreme.
That's-
And my wife is one of them.
Oh,
Hey, can we please focus on the hate for the boo right now?
we
Sorry.
can't get over the fact that you freeze it.
This guy, you freeze pizza for a couple of weeks, and he ate that? Yuck.
so gross.
Tastes like new. Tastes like new.
No,
Get
there's
the
no way it
fuck
tastes like
outta
new.
here.
My
There's
mom's
no way it tastes like new.
5-year-old pizza.
There's no way it tastes like new.
frostbitten.
No.
Like a month, we're good.
Ugh.
We're good. Okay.
Ugh.
So yeah. So I mean, these are full-on slices with like all the toppings. It was like a combo pizza, and I'm still cooking the risotto, and he's fucking crushing it in front of me, and the rage inside
What's the problem?
was so strong.
Is he still gonna eat as long as he still eats the risotto?
Yeah,
then I
and you
guess-
could always have the risotto for leftovers the next day. You don't have
Well,
to eat
apparently
it.
you can freeze it too.
Like, you cannot freeze risotto.
You could eat it the next day for leftovers. Like, it's not a big deal.
No, I
She's
got.
doing all the work. Though.
And I got a meal plan,
Yeah.
and it's fresh, and
So
the whole house is
what? You could-
smelling delicious like
Okay,
this.
so he'll have a little bit, and then he'll have the rest for lunch tomorrow. What's the big deal?
Well, as he's crushing the pizza, I'm like, "Are you still
Oh.
going to eat the risotto?" And I may have had a little bass in my voice because
How did you really say it?
Because I don't know. I'm like, "So you still eating the risotto?"
Ooh,
look at that.
Such a bitch.
Yeah, I think it's more the face that
Yeah.
really,
Oh, yeah, that's a
adds
rough
to
face.
it. Yeah,
That's a
hey,
rough face.
Hey, I fucking heard you. and so that's when I see his body language change. Like, oh shit, she angry.
Poke the bear, man.
She angry.
The bear.
Yeah, and so he goes, "Oh no, of course, of course, of course I am." And so we sit down, and he now has one piece of pizza left, and puts it on his plate with a fucking mountain of risotto.
Oh, hell yeah, he does.
And towards the end of the risotto, I literally see him physically in pain, shoveling it in, knowing if I don't eat every fucking bite of this,
Did he eat the other piece of pizza?
she
too?
will murder me. Yeah, he ate that
Well,
first.
that's funner at during draft.
Oh,
He ate that first?
yeah, which pissed me off.
Oh,
Like,
that was
that's-
a
Bad move, boo.
Bad move.
Bad move,
You
boo.
got this plate in front of you.
Yeah.
I sprinkled
I
fucking
would've-
chives on top and shit, and you eat pizza.
I would have ate the one slice of pizza, and then after seeing how mad you were, I would have not eaten the second slice and then ate the risotto.
But then what do? Put it
And
back
that-
in the freezer?
No, I would have. That's disgusting.
And then at what point does Chili Dog Tim run in and start giving the guy chili dogs?
Yeah,
The
seriously,
chili
dude.
dog signal was up.
Oh,
That's crazy, man.
so mad.